Hello guys, today I'll be showing you a demonstration of the 4x plus strategy. The 4x plus strategy, guys, is very powerful. So when you look at my chart, you are seeing the crash 500 index, and this is the M5. Alright, look at the shaded area right there. The shaded area, I am saying in essence that price is going to come there and roll over. That is what the two arrows are indicating, guys. Price is going to come there and run over. This was not come about. It didn't come about. The analysis was not done using an indicator. I was just looking at price, and based on one of the things that I understand about price, yeah, that's what I was expecting to happen. This is a motivation video, guys. I just want you guys to know that there is nothing that is impossible. Okay, I just want you to know that there is absolutely nothing that is impossible. You can do whatever you want to do with the markets, right? You can do whatever you want to do with the market. And I'm not saying that support and resistance traders, they don't make money. They do make money. People who use purely indicators, solely indicators, they do make money as well. But you see, there has to be a narrative in play or in place for those things to work, because they don't move price on their own. Price has a behavior. Okay, price has a behavior. Now this analysis was not done on the 5 minute, because some of you may be looking at my chart and think that okay, you can go and do these things. You can only do them when you understand what I was looking at. The analysis wasn't done on the 5 minute, but it was done rather on a higher time frame, and I just brought it down to the 5 minute for it to be a little bit clearer to you. I didn't need price to come. I didn't need to come to the 5 minute to see what I was looking for, because I can see it on the higher time frame. I just want to make it a little bit clearer to you guys. You see, one of the things that I used to tell people, guys, is that when you come into the industry, set of the very first things that you need to understand is that there is, number one, conflict of interest. That is very important to know. You know, when I first started, I used to go all over the place on YouTube. I searched on Google. I even dared going over to the broker's website to look for strategies, guys, and I got a lot of them, indicator-based strategies, because they know that it will not be of any help to me. There are many things out there, guys. Many things. The next thing that you need to understand is that there is conflict, there is inversion narrative, there is conflict of interest, and there is inversion narrative. Those are the two things I want to point out. Conflict of interest in the sense that you have your own interest, I have my own interest, the broker has his own interest. Those who are supplying the broker, they have their own interest as well. And that's just how it is coming down. Everybody has his interest. When you come on YouTube, everybody has his own interest. Some people's interest is to grow the channel. Somebody else's interest is to grow in terms of understanding price action. Everybody has his interest. I myself, I have my interest. I want to grow this channel, but I'm very honest with you. I want you to grow as well, and that is why I'm showing you these possibilities. You can see the prices coming to that area right now, and very soon you will see me taking the trades. Okay, because I'm speaking over the video, I'm speaking over the recording. You see me soon taking the trades. So you need to understand there is conflict of interest. Never forget that. That is the starting point, so that you will know what to believe. You will know what to believe. Then you have the inversion narrative. You see basically what these guys do. They took the truth, turned it upside down, inside out, and handed them to us. And we thought that they want us to make money. Well, that's interesting. That's funny, right? When I look back now at some of those things, I begin to imagine, how could I be so stupid? Okay, now I'm about to take the trade. So, took one, I'm going to take another, and I'm taking another one. So 3 sell trades right there. And price has not yet come into the zone, but I'm taking it right before it comes in there, because the price, you know, the way spikes, the way the crash and the boom index move, those spikes, if you're trading in direction of those spikes, they are very violent. They don't give you time to enter your trades at all. They don't even respect limit orders. Okay, so you see, this trade was not taken based on indicators. This is the M5. You can see the indicators below that they are not lined up, right? So price will enter the zone, and I just want you to see its reaction. This is all based on price behavior. What I understand about price is not support and resistance, guys. It is not. It's not. What a lot of people think, why they base their faith so much on indicators and support and resistance, is simply because they have been sold out on the fact that it's not a fact basically, but people are trying to make it so. They have been sold out on the point that the more people you have using a strategy, then the more they'll be able to control price by their orders. So if they have coordinated orders coming to the market, that is going to cause price to move in the same direction. And that is why some people say support and resistance just is almost the same thing. They say the more highs you have on a level, then the greater the reaction. But really, is that true? You've seen major support giving way. You've seen major resistance being broken through. They first acted as though they would work, but they gave way. You see, guys, it is much more than support and resistance. It's much more than those things. It's a little bit more than that. There has to be a narrative in play for support and resistance to work. And if you don't understand that, you will trade everything and anything that is coming to a level. It is not just indicators. Indicators doesn't do anything. Price is what moves indicators. So tell me, what are you indicating? Price is the indicator of indicators. That's what I always say, guys. Price can tell you perfectly what indicator is going, but indicators cannot tell you what price is going. Indicator only tells you where price has been. And based on mathematical calculation, they give you an overbought and oversold reading. That's what the oscillators. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. So price has not collapsed, but I'm expecting it to collapse very soon. And these are the things that I'm going to be showing you on the Forex Plus, okay? And that stuff is coming up, so I want you all guys to have patience. Those of you who are already indicating interest, I've been getting lots of messages from all around the world. And some of you are believing this stuff even without seeing it. But so I wanted you to see it so that you know what you're signing up for. And all those people who are saying that this and this and that, I just want to give people an opportunity to see it, so that you can make a more sound decision. Okay. When you come into the industry, this is what I always tell people around me. I say, okay, the spikes has begun. And this is what I always tell people around me. When you come in, you have to swim through the rubbish. If you understand what I mean. You have to swim through the rubbish and get to the other side. And that other side is what I call the truth. But the issue is, the truth is not all over the place like the inversion narrative. Because the inversion narrative, guys, there are people behind it. There are people who are sponsoring the inversion narrative. There are people who are sponsoring it. You see all those people on CNBC, on Bloomberg TV, all these guys talking from both sides of the mouth, talking so fast. These people, if you put your money on them, if you want to listen to them, guys, it's not easy. That's the inversion narrative. So those guys are the ones behind the inversion narrative. You can see on your chart again, spikes, more spikes. If you don't get anything from these guys, this is what it is. You don't have to buy my 4x plus strategy, but I want you to get this. In the industry, there is conflict of interest and there is inversion narrative. Don't go trusting everything and anything you see. I am a type of person that I like to see the logic behind things that are producing results. I like to see the logic behind it. I like when you tell me something works, I want to see why it works. That puts me on top of the situation. But if you show me that something works, that if I do A and B and C will be the result, and I don't really understand where the lines connect, I'm not on top of the situation. The Bible says that by wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. So you can build and it may collapse. Without understanding, it cannot stand. It cannot be established. You see the word understanding? It means understanding. Alright, some of you laugh. But basically it is what makes the concept to stand in place. So I'm looking for that logic. I'm looking for the logic behind what makes these things to act the way they do. Okay? That's it. And that is what that was the reason why I never stopped to go about searching for knowledge. At the point, guys, after listening to so many people talk about how to trade forex, how to do price action, how to read price action and all those things, at the point I can tell you who is speaking by just listening at their voices. That was how much I wanted it. I could tell you who was speaking by just by just listening at their voice. So guys, the truth is out there, but it is not easy to find, because the people who are behind the truth, they are not as much as those who are pushing the inversion narrative, and there is so much money that is sponsoring the inversion narrative. One of the brokers sent me a message. It was an email. They sent me an email And if I were a newbie, I would just swallow down whatever they were saying. But in essence, what the email was that it was on leveraging. So we're basically telling me to over leverage, but they said it in a stylish way to make me feel as though you're trying to help me make more money. Okay, that is the inversion narrative as well. So they take the truth, they turn it upside down, inside out, and they hand it over to you. You think they're there to help you, but no, they're not there to help you. Listen, guys, I'm speaking to you from the bottom of my heart because I don't want you to go through pains. I don't want you to go through pain. The pain of believing the rubbish and all of that thing. You see the price now. This is it. Like I told you, I'm speaking over the recording. You see, that was the point we indicated. You see that this is the 5-minute chart, M5. It got there, it kissed it, and rolled over. It's a deep concept, guys. It's the behavioral pattern of the market. The market cannot run from its behavior, so we said it's going to roll over from that point. You see it now? That's what it is. What it is, guys. It's the 4x plus strategy, and this strategy I'm using here, you don't need indicators. You can use it to trade anything. You can use it to trade the VIX 75, and that's where it gets a little bit interesting. You can use it to trade the currencies, and you can use it to trade the bonds. You see, it is even spiking more. It is even spiking more. It's spiking more. You see the chart. This is it on a 1 minute. It's rolling over, violently rolling over. So I'm going to show you, this is what I do with my trades, how I manage positions. When you're in profit, this is what you can do. You can close, part of the trade, or you can move your stop to break even. You can move your stop beyond your entry point, so that in case the market comes back at you, you've taken something off the market. Because to face it, guys, you're not going to be correct all the time. So it's a question of, if I'm wrong, then I still make money. It's wonderful, guys, when you can see these things before they happen. It is powerful, because then you have a reference point of what cheap and expensive is, and that's what you need to make money in the business. I love you guys, and I'm pouring it out my heart. Okay, let your feedbacks continue to come in, and it is beautiful. I want you guys to share this video as well. Share my videos, share my stuff, and invite people to subscribe to the channel, because there are explosive things that are coming up. Explosive things coming up. It's gonna be awesome. And I continue to be a student. Even though I teach, I'm still a student of price action. I mean price behavior, not support and resistance, not candlestick. Alright, love you, cheers, and God